Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Being your family's grocery store isn't just about having the best butcher cut meat or the freshest produce. It's not about having the highest quality online shopping or experts who handpick your groceries. And it's not just about giving you the most affordable prices. Being your family's grocery store means making sure that you have all of that. And that's why at Fairway Meat and Grocery, it's what we've always been about.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Slade's the place for you! We'd like to welcome you to this year's Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament in Fort Dodge, Iowa. We hope you've enjoyed the action today, and we're here today with Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson. And we're actually visiting Brent at his farm just outside of Manson, Iowa. We are so thankful for all those who support us to help put on this great event, none of which are more important than Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Why does Iowa Farm Bureau invest in Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union?
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and we're also thrilled to be a part of this year's Girls State Softball Tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among the nation's best and brightest, and our farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to honor both while supporting and uplifting the Iowa girls.
Why has the Iowa Farm Bureau invested so much in support of the Iowa girl and all of Iowa's youth across this nation?
Well, we at Farm Bureau believe in championing Iowa's youth. After all, one day they will be our state's future leaders. The Iowa Farm Bureau Scholarship Program, we've given over $500,000 every year to kids across the state. We've also teamed up with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union to sponsor concussion insurance at no cost to those athletes or their families so that they can continue to compete at a high level. We've also provided teachers over the last 8 years with over $450,000 so that they can properly equip their classrooms. And most recently, we've gifted $1 million to the FFA Foundation for their efforts to increase agriculture awareness and support their chapters across the state.
The student athletes participating in this year's tournament are taking home some great souvenirs.
The signature ball program, a memento that they can take with them so someday they can look back on their experiences here and know that the effort that they put in has really paid off, and really congratulate all those students that are competing here at this year's tournament.
Thank you, Brent, and thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau. Now let's get back to playing ball.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fort Dodge, Iowa, home of the 2023 Iowa High School Girls State Softball Tournament. It's Class 1A quarterfinal time. It's the Wayne Falcons, the 4th-seeded Falcons, taking on the 5th-seeded Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this evening from Iowa Central Field here at the Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge. Dar, we've made it all the way to the 1A quarterfinals. Take a look at the road to state for both these two teams. Remsen, the 5 seed, just one lone loss on the season. They defeated Logan Magnolia in the Region 1 championship. Wayne defeated Griswold in the Region 4 championship. The Falcons 21-8, making their 7th trip to the state tournament. Remsen making their 3rd straight trip to the state tournament. They've been here the last 3 years, obviously, but the last 2 have not been kind. They've lost in the first round both years, trying to get past it here tonight. And Dar, this is a team that Remsen gives up just less than 1 run per contest, and they love to blow teams out. 10 runs averaging per contest. Wayne, 7 runs per contest. 2 very small schools, but get to meet on the big stage.
Yeah, so it's, runs are going to be maybe a premium here, and when you get them, you're going to have to, you get base runners, you're going to have to make good use of them. And base running mistakes we've seen the first 2 days have played an issue in a lot of these games where if you overrun or run yourself out of an inning, it can come back to bite you. So that's the thing you don't want to do here.
It's going to be interesting to see how everything shapes out. We'll be back for starting lineups. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament, Class 1A quarterfinal. Coming up at you here, Class 1A, 4th-seeded Wayne taking on 5th-seeded Remsen St. Mary's. We're going to send it to our PA announcer for your starting lineups.
Class 1A quarterfinal game between the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks and the Wayne Falcons. The winner of this game will advance to the semifinal round on Wednesday on Kruger Field at 7 p.m. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Remsen St. Mary's. Number 5, Mia Mackin. Number 6, Callie Arn. Number 15, Lana Junger. Number 20, Hayden Tentiger. Number 25, Josie Schwickerath. Number 26, 27, Hannah Klein. Your assistant coaches, Jackie Tendiger, and Cole Nelson, and Jeremy Bunkers. Now let's meet the starters for Remsen St. Mary's. Leading off, the center fielder, number 16, Claire Schrader. Batting second, the catcher, number 3, Maya Bunkers. Batting third, the left fielder, number 30, JC Holman. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 24, Allie Gallus. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 7, Marina Cronin. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 21, Octavia Gallus. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 2, Allie Bunkers. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 10, Grayson Schrader. And batting ninth, the first baseman, number 26, Grace Gallus. Head coach for Remsen St. Mary's is Monty Harpanoff. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Wayne. Number 3, Carson Anderson. Number 7, Emily Black. Number 18, Skylar O'Brien. Number 23, Haley Cooper. The assistant coach is Dolly Lane. Now let's meet the starters for the Falcons. Leading off, the third baseman, number 20, Ava Whitney. Batting second, the first baseman, number 29, Ella Whitney. Batting third, the catcher, number 8, Allie Jo Fortune. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 19, Izzy Moore. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 13, Clara O'Brien. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 22, Devin Davis. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 10, Bristol Peck. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 21, Lainey Harvey. Batting ninth, the DP, number 34, Allie Ingram. And the flat at second base, number 2, Chloe Sims. Head coach for the Wayne Falcons is Heather Fortune. Now, ladies and gentlemen, could you direct your attention to the area in front of home plate for the introduction of our umpires. At third base is Mark Fry. At first base, Mike Bell. And calling balls and strikes is Tom Schruer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament softball.
And before we begin today's game, I'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here for this Class 1A quarterfinal. It's going to be an interesting one here tonight, Dar. The temperatures on our Paul Yeager thermometer here read 80 degrees here. Yeah, it's gotten warmer. That's one thing that we've been talking about.
And I know the field temperature is a little warmer because I've seen the umpires in that last game. They were coming over to get water. It's a little hotter. Our temperature gauge, we're under the bleachers here, so it's a little cooler. But, yeah, but it's still not bad. You know, we got a little bit of a breeze. This is nothing like the 90s with the heat index of 100 and something, that we've had in past years.
Yeah, we catch a break. Izzy Moore, the sophomore, will start things out for the Falcons in the circle. 21-7 record, 26 starts, making her 27th of the season. She's played in 29 games total today. 113 hits, given up 212 strikeouts. She's only walked 42. And it's a 1.82 ERA. And like we talked about in the pregame, this is a Remsen team, Dar. 10 runs per contest. They love to blow teams out. They only have one loss in the entire year, and it was a 1-2 loss to St. Edmund, who was playing over on the other field against Martinsdale St. Mary's.
And they made their first state basketball tournament, so there's a lot of those names I remember from that tourney, so there's a little momentum for these athletes here to finish out the summer season and hopefully push. They want to push beyond falling in the first round.
It seems so common. You see the same class of girls. If you're successful in one sport and you stick together, you're probably going to make it good in another sport as well. First pitch.
In 1A especially.
Especially because it's the same girls. These are two very small schools. Remsen St. Mary's, one of the smallest schools in the state of Iowa, but continue to bring home championships in several sports. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be dropped down for a slap hit, as this is number 16, Claire Schrader, the center fielder, up against Izzy Moore in the circle. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here. Just getting going here. Opening pitch time at 5:31 this evening. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Moore high on it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Slap hitter's always interesting. You can't get out too far in front of the box or your hit's not going to count.
Yeah, and the good ones, too, can direct the ball to where they want it to go.
2-1. That one's slapped out to the left side. If that was me, I'd be like, well, I'll just hit it wherever I want to go. It does not matter.
Well, there's a slap, and then sometimes if you got a pitcher thrown pretty good, you just lay it into where you want that ball. If it's coming outside, you lay it, and you can get it in between shortstop and second base.
Schrader, a .505 hitter, one of 2 hitters on this lineup that bats over 500 as that one's down the left field line. And reached out and missing by the third baseman, Ava Whitney. Couldn't quite get there for a foul.
She made a good attempt at it.
Count remains even at 2-2. Coach Harpino, obviously a talented family, the Harpino family is. A couple football players in that family. 2-2, that one back. Remsen St. Mary's, the state champions in football this past season. The last names will be familiar. Bunkers, a couple others on that team. And then, like you said, Dar, first time these girls made it to the state basketball tournament. So it's a good year for athletics for the Hawks. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one slapped toward the shortstop, caught on the hop, throwing not in time. Safe. What usually is a routine play, that was easily legged out by the speedy Claire Schrader.
Yeah, and you're on that side of the box, too, so you got a little advantage there by a couple feet, but she got out of there quickly.
Maya Bunkers, the junior. Boy, she is a treat. 7 home runs this season of Remsen's 12, 37 RBIs, a .533 batting average. Half the time she steps in the box, she is going to hit the ball. Unbelievable numbers by Maya. 1 ball and no strikes here with a runner on first and nobody out. Bunkers fouls it back into the net. Bunkers ranks second among 1A state qualifiers in hitting with that .533 batting average. Basically everything hitting-wise, she leads the team. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Moore hits the zones, takeoff for second base, and a successful stolen base. Well done by Claire Schrader. Also, I love the student section out in center field behind that Fairway and Kruger Seed sign. That is pretty much, if I had to guess, most of the male population in Remsen's school district out there celebrating.
For Schrader, that's 42 stolen bases on the season.
This one's fouled back into the net. Well, we saw her speed. I'd be disappointed if she didn't have so many stolen bases. Quickly, 2 balls and 2 strikes there. Runner on second, nobody out. Big chance for a couple sacrifices here. Bunkers right back up the middle. That's going to get past the second baseman. Schrader turns on it from third. Play at the plate. There won't be any. They'll go back to second. Won't be any. Everybody's safe, and Remsen takes the lead 1-0.
Well, that was a case of that slap, and she slapped it right in the gap between second and first there and gets the run in.
Maya Bunkers, her 11th double on the season, 38th RBI. Take a look at the replay. This one smacked right back up the middle, just gets past the outreach of the second baseman.
For a Kruger Seeds extra base hit.
Yeah, all extra base hits brought to you by Kruger Seeds. Find more at krugerseed.com. First class seed, first name service. That one's in there for Moore for a strike. This is number 30, J.C. Homan, the junior. There is only one senior on this entire Remsen St. Mary's team. Grayson Schrader, the only senior. 0-1 pitch inside. Also, Dar, that tells us that basketball-wise, expect to see Remsen back at the state tournament if it's a lot of juniors in the depth.
Yeah. And Wayne's hoping that isn't a foreshadowing of things to come. You get the leadoff runner on and in.
Remsen, 1-1, slapped right toward the second baseman. Easily caught on the hop and thrown on to first in time for out number 1, though. It does advance Maya Bunkers to third, and with 1 out, Hallie Gallus, the second baseman, with a chance to go here. So Gallus steps in. Junior hasn't played in every game, only making her 19th start on the season. 26 games played total for Remsen. A 500 hitter. That's one thing about Remsen as well. Their schedule, they just don't play a ton. You know, you see a lot of weekend tournaments. They probably have a couple in there if I really go back and look. But, yeah, just not a lot of games for these girls.
Well, that's, she fouls that off. That's the thing in 1A, too. It's a little tougher sometimes.
Yes, hard to find teams.
And especially if you're out rural where you can't, you know, you got to travel a long ways. Is it worth it in that?
I know one of the next games coming up, Southeast Warren, they have played upper teams galore. I'd bet that Southeast Warren has played more 3A, 4A, 5A teams than they have 1A and 2A. I mean, it's just the ability to go out and schedule teams is a big difference. 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, you're in Warren County and you can get, you know, to play some of those.
You can go anywhere where
Central
you want.
Iowa. Yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes here. Remsen out of Plymouth County. 1-2 pitch by Moore. Upstairs, just misses. It'll go 2 balls and 2 strikes for Gallus. Gallus, 25 hits on the year, 16 RBIs. She's only struck out 5 times. Remsen, a 12 home run hitting team. 2-2 pitch. This one is skied upwards, and it'll fall back behind the catcher. And a miscommunication call there. Allie Jo Fortune, she was kind of frustrated. She was like, hey, you got to tell me where that's at. All she heard was up.
Yeah, and Moore maybe could do a little bit more to tell her where that was at, but because that was certainly one of the ones that was playable. Yeah. It was way in front of the screen here.
Runner on third with 1 out here for the Hawks. Moore on the 2-2 pitch goes out and away for 3-2, and the count runs full for Gallus. Gallus has walked 6 times this year. She's looking for number 7 to get runners on the corners for Marina Cronin. Big spot here, full count pitch. Foul tip back. Good long at-bats here, trying to keep the train moving along here.
Cronin would much rather take the circle with that other run across the plate.
Yeah,
you know.
Less pressure.
Yeah.
A 1-0 lead, 2 hits here for the Hawks. 3-2 pitch, that's fouled back again, and a long at-bat continues as Gallus is not going down easy. You got Bunkers up there on third base, ready to go even if a wild pitch happens. Plenty of room to run. 3-2 pitch by Moore. That one slapped to the shortstop, caught on the hop. Runner scores. Play at first base is safe. First baseman was pulled off the bag, and Remsen gets away safely. Ella Whitney just tried to reach for it and pulled that foot off the bag, and the call is made that she is safe, and it is 2-0. Remsen on top. Take a look at the replay. Looks like actually on the board they're going to give it down as an error. But
yeah, because the throw pulled her off the bag, I believe. So
going to have a runner out, and of course I couldn't see the number, but there is a runner out on first. I believe, I'm not sure who it is. We'll check it here. Upstairs, Marina Cronin. She's your pitcher tonight for Remsen. We'll see her in a little bit. One thing that Coach Harpino, not a hand signal. It's a verbal signal. 1-0. Just catches the zone for strike 1 for Izzy Moore. It looks like 24,
24,
but it looked like they made a substitution of some sort, unless I missed something, but I could have swore they made some sort of substitution. Could have been infield.
Gallus, no lead.
Yeah, we'll check. 1-1 pitch. That one's foul-tipped down in front, and Cronin's behind 1-2. Also nice names are on the back of the jerseys for both these two teams.
Yeah, but they don't have numbers on the front, do they? So you can't. If they're turned toward us.
What do we get? You know, we get give and take.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
These are pretty much the same exact uniforms for both teams. Maybe a couple differences in different colors, but
yeah.
Shop around the same area. 1 ball and 2 strikes upcoming for Cronin. Cronin gives it a ride to left field, and that's going to go just a little too far to the left. The wind is blowing out to right center a little bit, but it's not strong by any means.
Yeah, it's kind of changed a little bit. Earlier it had been blowing across the diamond, but.
And all the clouds have cleared out for the most part. It is a clear
it's
sky.
Clear now, and not hazy. It's nice.
2 beautiful days of softball here at the state tournament. Chance of rain tomorrow. We hope it holds off. 1 ball and 2 strikes upcoming. And Cronin swings through and misses for strike 3. It's the first strikeout of the inning for Izzy Moore.
That's big now because you got the 2 outs. You got the force play at second if you need it.
Another Gallus into the box. Octavia Gallus, the junior. 27 hits this year, 29 RBIs, a .346 batting average. She's walked fourth most times on the team with 10. The other Gallus hurries back on to first. Hallie started to take off. And Dar, I don't know about you, but the first couple games that I've watched today and been able to keep up on it, the teams that score early have a huge advantage.
Yeah, the first team scoring.
That one ripped down the first base line. They are still able to get the out. That could have been bad, but Remsen can't get there in time, and Wayne recovers. 1 left on, 2 score. Remsen St. Mary's jumps up early, 2-0. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career-building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. You can take a look at the sign out there in right center field for the Central College. It's a little blurry. The humidity may be getting to our camera just a little bit. We'll try to adjust that as we go.
Well, they have to balance the light,
yeah,
too.
Balance
as the light changes, and they do a good job of that. But.
Yeah. Doing a good job. All of our cameramen, camerawomen up there. Done a great job all 2 days we've been here. We're only here for 3 days. It flies by before we hand it off to our friends at the Iowa Public Television to take on championship games. 2-0. Remsen St. Mary's on top of Wayne. 4 and 5 seeds going at it here. Marina Cronin is the one in the circle here. She is one of the go-tos. 22 games started, now making her 23rd start. 21-1 record, only giving up 56 hits, 145 strikeouts, a 0.53 ERA. The team ERA is 0.92.
I don't know much about it, but that's pretty good.
Yeah. Excuse me, 0.62.
0.62. If you're giving up less than a run.
I'd love to go back, but the amount of times they've scored double digits is kind of unbelievable. 2 out of their 3 games in their regional tournament were by double digits. Beat South O'Brien 10-0, Trinity Christian 6-0, Logan Magnolia 10-0. Again, their only loss of the year is to St. Edmund 2-1. Wayne beat Lennox, Lamoni, and Griswold 8-1, 10-0, 5-4. 3-0 pitch by Cronin. She misses on all 4 of her first pitches, and it is an easy walk by Ava Whitney, the third baseman, to first base. Well, Dar, you and I talked about it. I think we're in for an offensive shootout.
Yeah,
if it means anything.
If they match here, and it's early, you don't want to say, well, we got to match them, but you don't want to let that separation get too big here. And then we got.
I am not kidding. Octavia Gallus might be the furthest in at third base I have ever seen anyone.
First base, Grace Gallus is going over there talking to the dugout. Now she comes back on the field. Her pitcher had to wait.
I mean, Octavia Gallus is literally 10 feet, 11 feet away from home plate right here.
So the scouting report must be that Ella Whitney's going to bunt.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch. Whitney has not showed bunt at all, and it's up and away, and Cronin has pitched 6 pitches, all of which are balls. Whitney trying to settle in here on the batting side, and actually Coach Harpenu going to come out and have a chat with his pitcher here. Nope, he's actually going to
give her some rosin.
Yeah, give her some rosin.
I've seen that a little bit out of pitchers in these new softballs. I don't know if there's a little something about them that, that gripping, because I've seen a couple of them either go to the rosin or they grab some of the cinder and get the dust.
Yeah, the dirt. They'd like to push it in the dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, they try to make sure every softball is clear and ready to go. 2-0 pitch. She misses up and away, and it's 3-0. 7 straight balls to
but
start.
Sometimes out of the box, maybe they're just, a little slick.
Ella Whitney, an 8th grader, 36 hits on the year, 16 RBIs, a .456 batting average. She's going to be a problem for the next couple seasons for all Wayne opponents. 3-0 pitch by Cronin upstairs. That is 2 batters, 2 walks for Cronin.
So the tying run at first with no outs.
Yeah.
And there's not been a pitch to hit or a strike thrown yet.
Allie Jo Fortune, the sophomore, 28 RBIs, 2 home runs, 19 home runs overall this season for Wayne. 11 of those thanks to Izzy Moore. Fortune, a .476 hitter, and Dar, she gets runners on first and second with nobody out. That's about the best opportunity you can get. Cronin has her first strike of the game.
And that one was low, not a good hitter's pitch there, so.
And maybe it's all it counts. You just need one. One pitch under your belt, one hit under your belt, whatever it is.
Pitcher's sometimes a little slow in this first inning getting started, but not how you start, it's how you finish, right?
Yeah, it is. And your offense put up 2. So, you know, it's not like it's 0-0 here. But you don't want to relax by any means. Cronin goes up top, 1 ball and 1 strike here.
And a ground ball could turn into outs quickly.
Yeah, double plays are rare, but you never know. 1-1. Grounded right back. Cronin gets behind her. She's going to throw to third. She got the runner, or throw to first, excuse me. Gets the runner at first. Barely in time. It does advance the runners, but you do get 1.
Boy, what presence to not give up on that, because that was a hot smash. It might have been, probably would have been called a single if she did get over there, as you see here.
Boy, just an awkward.
Yeah.
I, for a second, thought she wasn't going to throw. She was just going to say, all right, she's out.
Let's save it, but no.
Don't want to throw wide.
Yeah, because you don't want to compound it by if you throw it wide in error.
Izzy Moore, the home run hitting leader for the Wayne Falcons. 11 on the year. Up to bat here with runners on second and third with just 1 out. Even a sacrifice could bring in a run.
Yeah, could cut it in half, and a good hit, extra base hit might tie it up.
Cronin's hoping for it. 0-1 pitch. That one's lined down the left field line, gets past the third baseman. That's going to go all the way up against the fence line. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. It is a 2 RBI double for Izzy Moore.
And the Kruger Seeds extra base hit there.
Yeah, as Paul Yeager's jet takes off in the distance, it's a distant shot down the left field line for Wayne, and the Falcons tie this thing by 1 swing of the bat at 2-2. Boy, those are the toughest hits that you see go down the line that just take forever. And like you said, Kruger Seed's extra base hits, first-class seed, first name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. That thing just slowly rolled into the grass.
Yeah, and then rolled toward the corner. It didn't roll back toward the left fielder there either.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Or excuse me, no balls, 1 strike. I'm looking at the scoreboard. I'm looking at the actual score. 2-2 is your score. 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled out to the right field. And quickly falling behind 0-2 is Clara O'Brien, the center fielder. Clara, a junior, 24 hits this year, 12 RBIs, 2 homers, and a .258 batting average. Cronin's looking for a big second out here. Change up, drops in, and misses for ball 2.
But those two leadoff walks come back to bite them as they bring those across.
Offense galore. 1 ball and 2 strikes there after that changeup misses. O'Brien trying to bring home more up on second. Check swings, doesn't matter. She goes through. First strikeout of the night for Cronin. That could be a big momentum booster for her.
Yeah, a little bit of change there and caught her.
Devin Davis, the senior, .268 hitter. The lefty in the box now. And one thing about the lefty that can rip it into right field, that sun is going to be an issue for anyone in right field. The right fielder does not have sunglasses on. That's Grayson Schrader out there.
Yeah, because the sun is a little to the left of the diamond right now as it's starting to move the set, but still, you're right. Right in line with the right fielder.
Davis swings hard and misses. No balls and 2 strikes with more up on second. Remsen's offense got to be happy they got those 2 across the board, or else they'd be down 2-0 here. Luckily, back to a tie ball game. 0-2 pitch up coming by Cronin. Right down the middle, and it's a strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts after giving up the hit. And 1 left on, but we're tied going to the second. Remsen, Wayne tied up. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. 2-2, top 2 here in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Remsen St. Mary's and Wayne going at it here. Winner takes on the winner of Martinsdale St. Mary's and Fort Dodge St. Edmund. We'll try to get you an update on that game as we progress here. Bunkers, the other Bunkers, Haley Bunkers is in here for the Hawks, the shortstop, her first time up to bat tonight.
Comes out swinging.
Yeah, she did not hold back. 2 hits already for the Hawks, 1 for Wayne. That one misses outside. I keep wanting to say go Hawks for some reason. Just Hawks, 1 ball and 1 strike here. Upcoming to Bunkers. Haley just a 8th grader, 27 RBIs, a .410 hitter. She goes out and swings for that one on a slider, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, got her reaching on that one that was breaking off the plate outside.
Moore has given up a single, a double, and then Wayne was able to, or Remsen was able to reach on an error. There's a nice little chopper to the second baseman, thrown on to first in time for out number 1. Good heads-up play by Chloe Sims over there at second base. Down for out number 1. Grayson Schrader, take a look at the replay there. Good heads-up play. Routine as ever. Schrader gets a chance up to bat here. Right fielder, the number 8 hitter in the batting order. Schrader, another slap hitter. Seen a couple of those. I've seen more down in the lower classes than I do the upper classes.
Yeah, seen a lot of that in the tournament already.
So Schrader, a senior, 16 RBIs, a .309 batting average. Hasn't played in every game, 21 out of the 26 games she's participated in. She goes out and gets that one. That one's going to go right back up the middle. She's going to be down for a single. The shortstop was cheated over just a little bit.
And that's that directional slap I talked about. You just right in that hole and go with the pitch. It was on that edge of the plate, and you slap it right over.
Bristol Peck was really cheated over. She still is. There's a huge gap in the middle of the field, or the infield, I should say, and Schrader took advantage of it, gets on, and Grace Gallus will step in with 1 out and 1 on. Gallus bunts that one down into the dirt, falls behind 0-1. Grace, a freshman, 200 hitter, making her 13th start of the season. Finding herself starting in half of those games. She's worked her way into the lineup. 0-1, swings through that one. Good pitch, a little late on it, and it goes 0-2.
Yeah, took a little off there.
Feels like we've seen a lot of quick 0-2 pitches here. Moore is getting right where she wants to start. It's just Remsen's able to fight back through. 0-1 or 0-2. Drops in. Strike 3.
Yeah, froze her on that one. That was almost an identical pitch. But
second strikeout of the evening for Izzy Moore. And it'll keep a runner on first with 2 outs down. We're back to the top of the batting order. Claire Schrader singled up the middle in the first to get the scoring going for the Hawks. That one fouled back into the net. How you like this netting system? You got to flinch more.
Yeah, it has. You do kind of, but Paul and I were talking. We're trying to remember how long it's been. If it's been 5 years or more that they've had it, and I like it. Well, and it extends over and gives more protection to the fans, too, than what you used to have.
I've seen already a couple catchers make grabs that they could not make in previous years because they can lean into the net and catch it. So
yeah, if you can push it back where it isn't going to touch the net, you can do that.
Yeah. And no balls and 1 strike here, 2 outs, runner on first. Go out and swing for it is Claire Schrader, and she misses, and Moore is starting to look pretty slick here.
Yeah, give off a leadoff single and double in the game, but then now she's come back and finding the groove.
No balls, 2 strikes on the way by Moore. That one's chopped short. It's going to be a foul. Slap hitters galore, I tell you what. And you talked about it, directional hitting is crucial. And especially when there's a gap in the middle, why not try to push that thing up?
Well, and you're doing the game what you got to do to get a hit, get on, and move runners.
Moore, 0-2, misses. Runner goes to second. Nobody's home. That ball gets all the way out to the center fielder, and it's a successful stolen base for Grayson Schrader.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It used to be you just wind up and swing, but now, and there was an era where it was all slap hitting, and then now you've gone to a big mix of that. And
you just don't see it as much anymore. Like you said,
not quite as much,
it was an error. An era, that's for sure. That one goes back into the net. Long at-bats here tonight to start. We started early for the most part, or at least our opening ceremonies started. We started at 5:31 was first pitch, and in 29 minutes, we've gone just an inning and a half. 1-2, popped up. Third baseman Whitney roams over and makes a heck of a grab. She reached over top of the fencing that leads into the dugout. And Whitney, the 8th grader, with a huge play. And Wayne strands 1 on base. Remsen gets stranded with 1 on base. Take a look at the replay. Can you see it well? Yes, you can. What a catch. And that will retire the side. We're headed bottom 2. 2-2 is your score. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
you.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this evening. Wayne and Remsen tied at 2 as we're headed to the bottom of the second inning. First pitch by Cronin is in there for a strike. This is number 10, Bristol Peak, the shortstop, up to bat first.
So they held Remsen. No score there. Let's see if they can come back and take the lead here.
They looked good early. 2 runs off 1 hit. The walks were that big starter. Cronin walked the first 2 batters she saw, and that was the big difference. After 1 hit, it brought home both of those runs. So, no balls and 2 strikes quickly ahead of the count for Cronin, and Peak settles in. Peak goes below to get it from the zone, and it's chopped foul. Back toward the dugout.
Well, you see that often because, that pitcher, you're trying to find your zone and where the umpire is calling it, and then you zero in, and hitters a lot of times will jump on you early.
Peck gives it a ride. Deep right field, and just drops foul over there on that right side, just past the dugout.
Yeah, meeting of the first baseman, the second baseman, and
yeah.
right fielder, and
there is no
trouble getting it.
There's no net out there. There is a wall, so you see girls be a little bit more hesitant when going after it.
And down the right field line, you have that tarp that's stored there. Yeah. On the other side, it's stored on the left field line.
A tarp that hasn't been used here at the state tournament in a couple of years.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, been lucky with weather. 0-2 pitch, grounded right to the second baseman. Throw on to first. In time. Took his time on that one, but that is an out. And it was a really close play at first. But Peck goes down swinging on a line out. Lainey Harvey, the left fielder, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Falcons. She gets a chance in the box here. Harvey, a sophomore, pretty young team, all things considered. Just one senior, Devin Davis, for Wayne. Both these teams so young.
That was a protection deal there. That came in right off the handle of the bat. Ends up being a strike, but
Harvey, 12 RBIs, 167 hitter here at the 8 spot. 0-1 pitch, changeup just misses. A little bit of a slow floater. One thing about Cronin, she's not very tall, so anything hit up and over, she's not going to have a good chance to reach. And once again, there's a lot of room here in the center of the field. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harvey swings through and misses.
Fired in there. Who are you calling short? She said. Oh.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, the third baseman, Gallus, she is kind of cheated up. She's backed up a little bit since it's 2 strikes, but Gallus has moved up here as Harvey gives it a ride. Deep center field, and it's caught by the center fielder roaming back to the fence line.
Schrader back there.
Yeah, Schrader with the grab. 2 quick outs. And Wayne brings up Hallie Ingram. Ingram, the DP. I don't know what in the world Bunkers just threw into the dugout. I don't know if the handle came off of Harvey's bat or what.
Yeah, I know. It looked like, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, the rubber off a handle.
But
first pitch by Cronin is in there for a strike against Hallie Ingram. Ingram, a sophomore, just making her 8th start on the season. Only 13 at-bats. And still looking for her first hit on the season.
Well, we started out there thinking, hey, we're going to be a score fest here, but now
pitchers
1 strike away,
down,
the pitchers have settled down.
Pitchers have settled down a little bit.
Yeah. A strike away from 2 back-to-back scoreless innings here.
0-2, and a good swing and a miss, a good changeup. Ingram goes down swinging. Well, we've slowed down a little bit. We're headed top 3. 2-2 is your score. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. 2-2, Remsen and Wayne tied at doubles as Izzy Moore gets back to work in the circle. And I got to keep up on my stat sheet here. We are back to
Bunkers, right?
Yep, Bunkers.
She doubled last time up and scored.
Yeah. Schrader pop out last time? Yes, she did. Oh, it was the catch at the fence line, yes.
Yeah.
I got to keep up.
Third baseman at the dugout.
Yep.
Got it, yep.
Bunkers, 2-0 pitch, upstairs and misses. Make it 3-0. And now Moore's got to settle back in, and now I'm curious what happens here for Bunkers, because some batters, this is the green light, some batters don't pull it off their shoulders. 3-0 pitch. Yeah, she never once said, I'm going to start swinging that thing. Takes the 3-1.
I'll take my chances and see if I can get the free pass.
Yeah.
Now it gets interesting.
You never know, because then you start seeing meatballs down the middle. 3-1. Bunkers gives it a ride. Shallow right. And the catch just misses out of the grasp of the first baseman.
Grace Gallus there, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one on the run. The fence is closing in on you.
Yeah, that's a tough spot there.
Now we're at a full count.
This one's popped up foul back behind.
Gallus protecting, but it came in on the hands.
It's Ava Whitney up there at first. 3-2 pitch. Upcoming by Moore.
Yep.
I was so confused. I'm like, what am I looking at?
That's my fault. I didn't flip my defensive sheet over. It was Whitney.
Yeah, Bunkers walks.
Save your text and emails. That was my fault on that one. I got to remember to flip my defensive sheet over to the next team.
It'll get you. Runner on first and nobody else here. J.C. Homan into the box. J.C. lined out last time out, and Moore misses outside. Keep an eye on Bunkers on second. She is a stealing base machine.
Yeah, she took a big run there off the first.
Ooh, misses the bunt. Instead, they go to second, and they miss. That one took an awkward bounce. Tag was not applied in time, and Bunkers successfully steals the base and gathers back the dirt.
She got a good lead on that. Then she grooms.
Which J.C. Homan looked like she purposely missed the bunt there.
Yeah.
To say, all right, that way if I miss, go.
Yeah.
Moore in there, strike two.
Yeah, you're right, because it seemed like she had such a good break, she thought she was going to get the bag, so let's let her do it. But now she's in the hole 1-2. Pitcher count here.
Got a chance to sacrifice if possible. 1-2. She did not go. And Bunkers, she likes to run. Moore was yelling back at Allie here at catcher to throw back just in case.
Yeah, keep her honest out there.
Allie Jo Fortune behind the dish here. 2-2 pitch. This one's popped up. Should be easy for Moore, and it is. She immediately turns back around and keeps Bunkers on second.
Yeah, both shortstop and second baseman coming right over there after a little bit of scolding by Moore.
She knows she's behind her. She's going to keep it on there. Hallie Gallus reached on an error last time out. Again, you got that runner up on second. Don't want to waste that opportunity here. Gallus holds upstairs for ball one. Yeah, beautiful night for softball. That sun's going to be an issue here for the right side of the field. Again, I don't know. Nobody over here is wearing sunglasses. I don't know how that's possible, but got to keep an eye on it. 1-0 pitch on the way by Moore. Out and away. Good stop by Joe Fortune.
Well, they're thinking that right-handed batter, they're not going to give her a chance to slap it over that way or hit it that way.
Also with Moore, one of the only pitchers I've seen this week not wearing face mask.
Yeah, really.
She's going with the cap. Swing and a miss through for strike one. Boy, she can hear Bunker's footsteps back there on second.
Yeah.
That's been a big difference maker for her. She's ready to go if needed. 2-1 pitch. That one's chopped foul down the right field line. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes upcoming for Gallus.
That was a nice pitch that she fought off there.
2-2, even count here. Gallus trying to bring a runner home here. They scored 2 in the first inning, quiet in the second. The 2-2 pitch out and away on the slider. Strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Izzy Moore. And this will bring in Marina Cronin. She struck out her first time up this evening, so a pitcher-on-pitcher duel. Pitcher-on-pitcher has got to be one of the more fun ones because at least you can somewhat think what the other pitcher might be thinking.
Yeah.
Ball drops in.
And then there's just that little one-ups one. Yeah, I struck you out.
Yeah, you can have those thoughts too. 0-1 pitch after that changeup. Back in there on the outside corner for 1 ball and 1 strike.
Because you got that mindset, if you're the pitcher, you want to get everybody out. You know?
Yeah. Counts even. Moore's trying to leave the runner stranded. 1-1 pitch. Cronin swings through the changeup and misses. And it's 1-2. Izzy Moore trying to come back and fight through. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. 1 left on by Remsen, and Wayne gets the job done. We're headed bottom 3. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Fans Official State Tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Plenty of people out at the merchandise tent this week.
I saw you over there earlier today, grabbing your shirt.
Yeah,
like
you did. Got my shirt all set up for the week. It's a very hot spot after teams are finished with games.
Yeah.
A lot of girls like to go out and get their stuff and customize. When they say customize, they mean customize. You can put really anything on the back of those shirts, on the sleeves. Pretty cool. You can put your name on one if you want. Drops in for strike 1 for Cronin. As this is back to the top of the batting order.
Yeah.
Ava Whitney.
Whitney, and Fortune. So.
Yeah, and this pair, the Whitney pair, were walked their first time up. So Cronin started rocky, and really those 2 walks are why we're tied.
Yeah.
When you think about it. So
because did that, and then Izzy Moore drove him in with the double.
Yep. Cronin's been able to shake it off. She's thrown 3 strikeouts ever since. Make it 4. That's 2 in a row for her.
And she literally shakes out there. She gets her shoulders set up, and then she goes into the pitch there. You watch her a little bit.
It's an interesting.
I don't know if that's a shake and bake that you get, you know.
Hello, Whitney.
See, there she is. She's a little shake of the shoulder. Comes set.
Good
throws the strike.
Yeah, right in there for a strike. Whitney walked last time out. Ella did. I mean, both did, but Ella did as well. Ella, an 8th grader. 456 hitter this year. 0-1 pitch. That one's inside and misses. Back to us at the net. Well, not only it has been a busy day for quarterfinal action, consolation rounds have been taking place on the other fields all day long. That is one thing, Dar, that if you lose here in the first round, your week's not over. You do get to go back and play tomorrow. That one's sent on a line to first base. Easy pitch and catch. And on to first base easily for the out is Grace Gallus.
Yeah, and they used to play it all the way through to 7th place, but now they've cut down the consolation a little bit.
Is it just me, or is Gallus playing way behind the bag than you usually do over here on right field?
Yeah, she is over tighter to that bag. And maybe that's because, you know, Cronin's pitching it outside a little bit.
Yeah. Swung on, caught by the shortstop. Moore just barely blooped it, and it was Bunkers who makes a heck of a grab, and that's 3 up, 3 down. We are headed to the 4th. 2-2 is your score. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Remsen and Wayne tied at 2. There's Cooley's Corner, where you see a lot of coaches go and check out the action from high up top. Quick correction there on that last half inning. That was Allie Jo Fortune who popped out. That was not Izzy Moore, so Allie Jo Fortune was the one that popped out.
Yeah, Cooley's Corner in honor of E. Wayne Cooley, who got the whole association thing going.
Every single softball tournament, every single girls tournament, you'll always find Cooley's Corner.
Yeah, he's
somewhere.
the one that kind of got the girls' basketball tournament, made it the big event that it was back then, and softball, and said, hey, girls can play as many sports as boys, and got things going.
That one ripped to left field and hauled in by the left fielder, Lainey Harvey. Hard hit ball by Octavia Gallus, but not hard enough.
Yeah, just right on a line out there to Harvey.
I will say this Cooley's Corner seems to be the only one that's not in a corner. There's that replay there. Nice grab.
Yeah, it's mobile. It's that mobile. I don't know what you call it, a trailer or whatever it is, but it moves around.
It has AC. I'm like, let me in there. We get put behind the bleachers and have to sit on coolers, but.
What? Well, I gave Gene Berger a little hard time. I said, she goes, oh, great day. And I said, yeah, thanks, Gene. Thanks for getting the air conditioning installed up here. It really makes it nice. And she laughed.
Oh, man. 0-1 pitch here up against Hallie Bunkers. She lined out her first time out today. That one's upstairs for ball 1. Top of the fourth here. Both teams, like you said, it felt like we were going to be in for a barn burner, and then the barn burner was put out. As it is 2-2, we have not seen a score since the first. 1-1. Bunt attempt, misses low.
Yeah, both played at 2 in the first, and now nothing in the last 2 innings. But Remsen St. Mary's wants to get it rolling back here with 1 out in the top of the fourth.
Hallie came in 4-12 hitter as an 8th grader here. She's going to chop that one short. Caught on the dribbler and jumped on to first for out number 1 by Ella Whitney.
Ellie Whitney. A 3U, they call that.
2 quick outs. And just like that, it is Grayson Schrader who singled back up the middle. Schrader trying to get that offense back rolling. Wayne just has 1 hit. That's the thing. I mean, Cronin's walked a couple, but 1 hit, I mean, that's not bad. It's just that 1 hit brought home 2 runs. 1 error by Wayne as well. None for Remsen. 0-1. Slap hit, sent down the line to left field. I always think it's interesting when they go foul out of left because there's a lot of people that stand over there that always have to have their head on a swivel.
And that's where Cooley's Corner is parked over there too, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. I doubt a ball could reach there because it's pretty far out, but you never know. I'd love to see at the end of the week what the longest home run was total. This one's chopped short. Throw on to first. Ooh, it's a hopper. Doesn't matter. It was in time. It dropped right into her chest, and Whitney makes a heck of a grab. 3 up, 3 down. The defenses are shining after a first inning explosion. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Being your family's grocery store isn't just about having the best butcher cut meat or the freshest produce. It's not about having the highest quality online shopping or experts who handpick your groceries. And it's not just about giving you the most affordable prices. Being your family's grocery store means making sure that you have all of that. And that's why at Fairway Meat and Grocery, it's what we've always been about.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Check out some of the fans over there on the, is that the Wayne side? Yes, it is, Wayne Falcons side. Drinks and food, all sorts of food trucks around the complex here this week. 2-2 is your score. That one's driven to left field, and it's off the top of the glove of the left fielder. Moore turns on it from first, and she's going to be in with probably an error for the most part, but nonetheless, she gets on to second base.
And let's see if they charge that as a hit or error.
It's an
over.
error.
Is it? Yeah, charge an error.
Boy, J.C. Holman reached up. It looked like she was going to have it, but it just bounces off the top of her glove.
And Moore kind of slowed a little bit, thinking it was caught, and then had to step on the gas pedal a little bit, realizing it wasn't.
Clara O'Brien. They tried to get Moore in a runoff, and they tried to go back to second, but miscommunication gets Moore to third. And just like that, Dar, a game that was tied has a good chance of being taken back by Wayne.
Yeah, we had the two walks that ended up being runs for Wayne in the first inning. Now you got a runner at third, and Moore trying to get her belt straightened back on and get the cinder blocks out of her there. But, yeah, just an odd turn of events there.
And it's weird because now you have a chance to score again without a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only just 1 hit still, technically. O'Brien watches that one go by for strike 2.
Yeah. If you can get this put in play to the right side maybe, or now you're not going to be bunting with 2 outs.
No.
Or 2 strikes, excuse me. But Yeah, chance to score a run without.
0-2. Ooh, giving a deep ride to right field. Foul.
Yeah.
I've seen more home run fouls than I have seen. I've seen a couple home runs this week. You called 3 in one game. But yeah, it's a lot of power this year. It's only 200 yards out. 200 yards. 200 feet out. 200 yards, Principal Park.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2-2 is your score. Clara O'Brien struck out her first time up tonight. Cronin trying to grab at least 1 out. Bunkers is all the way up here in the third base line. That one's upstairs, 4 ball, 2. That's Octavia Gallus again, not even covering third. She's just going to get ready for a bunt. But the problem is, if you bunt and it's no outs, do you go to first? Do you what do you do? You're really stuck. They're not going to bunt now with 2 strikes, but still. 2-2. Grounded short. Throw home, not even in time.
No, that was perfect.
Clara O'Brien goes right to the second baseman, and Dara, like you said, it was perfect because Moore was so fast they weren't even going to get her if they had a chance.
Yeah, she was running on the pitch, and as you see here, right to the third baseman, and look she's home before that ball's even coming in.
Not a chance.
You're better off to try to go to first and get the out there on that. The hindsight 2020, of course.
Yeah. Second hit of the day. They haven't given them to it yet, but that is technically a fielder's choice, if you will, so technically not a hit. There's a play to try to get the runner at second. Yes, she did. Unsuccessful stolen base. Nice play by Bunkers at the catcher position. Nice tag by the second baseman, or third baseman, or shortstop, excuse me, and gets the out. Take a look at the replay. That was Hallie Gallus. I knew what I was saying.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, there's no way the shortstop came over there.
No, the second baseman, but caught stealing.
Devin Davis, lone senior on this Wayne roster, in the box here. Watches that one go by for 1 ball and 1 strike.
But a run scored without a hit. Again, an error, and then fielder's choice.
Heather Fortune literally standing here on the third base line in a batting stance, trying to help her senior, trying to figure some things out in the box. 1-1 pitch. That one's popped up by Davis, and foul. And behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs, 1 hit. Hit, I should say. A fielder's choice and an error will do that to you. Wayne on top, first lead of the evening. Cronin trying to get that second out. 1-2 pitch, in there, right down the middle for strike 3. Her 5th strikeout of the evening. Boy, she has recovered well. She walked those first 2 batters, has not walked a batter since. Those are nerves. Nerves that have been settled. Bristol Peck lined out her last time up.
Yeah, the run, that was not an earned run because it came in on an error.
Yeah,
so
just kind of a weird stat book here today for Wayne. Nobody on base here. Peck right back up the middle. That changes as the Falcons put a runner on first thanks to a line drive by Bristol Peck. Nicely put together. So 2 outs. Now you get a runner on first, and Lainey Harvey, she popped out last time up. Chance to extend the inning just a little bit more. We've been flying through here so far. Bottom of the 4th. Wayne and Remsen, the 4 and 5 seeds. Winner gets the winner of Martinsdale St. Mary's and St. Edmund of Fort Dodge. And last time I checked, that game was 0-0 in the 3rd, so St. Edmund technically a home game or a home tournament here.
Yeah.
And they're usually on this field, I believe. Fort Dodge gets the other field. Cronin, 0-1. Changeup drops in as Harvey went for it.
And late.
Oh,
that was really threw her off there.
What a pitch by Cronin. I was calling Van Meter's game, and Macy Blomgren was one of the most animated pitchers I've ever seen. Like, even after a strike, she was just screaming. I don't think I've seen Cronin do anything. She is a very just shake it and then go.
Yeah.
And then she'll
shakes those shoulders and then loads it and fires.
Not a lot of emotion from her.
Or we saw Izzy Moore get on her
yeah,
catcher earlier.
Izzy was all over.
It just, it's all.
Everybody handles situations differently.
And then there's different leaders. A lot of times the catcher will be the one that's, telling people where to go defensively and what to do.
1-2, pop back foul into the net.
And sometimes it's a pitcher.
Yeah, you make a good point about the net. I don't know how much taller it is than the fence, but yeah, I feel like we've had less foul balls land in the stands than we have. Always a good thing, trying to protect the fans here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Harvey watches that one go outside. They try to get the runner back at first to no avail.
Yeah, like at Principal Park, baseball's a little bit different animal, but they extended it down the lines there. And, first you wonder about it, but, you're like we're sitting here and we don't really see the net watching it until the ball comes back.
Yeah.
But
I don't hate it. I mean, for cameras, yes, it can be an issue because of focusing and whatnot, but that is ripped right center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence line almost. Runner will hold at third, and it is going to be a safe play. They try to get the runner back at third. Everybody's safe, and Wayne keeps the inning moving thanks to a Laney Harvey double. Boy, I think Remsen thought they had the out at second. They must have just missed it. A Kruger Seeds extra base hit.
But she'd thrown the brakes on over here at third right away, knowing that. And then
she kind of started to take off again.
And then Remsen, they tried to throw in behind the runner and thought they had that. But
Haley Ingram.
This has been an odd inning for Wayne.
Well, now they have 3 hits. I mean, they've started to put it together. Ingram swings through and misses. This is big for Cronin and Remsen. You got to hold this thing within 1, you feel like.
Get out of this without.
Cannot let it go to the 5th.
Although we talked about it. They've been able to score.
Yeah, that is true.
Too.
Yeah. It's just been a while. Only the first inning they exploded. 0-1, Cronin. Good pitch in there. Strike 2. Well, we started the game at 80 degrees, and our Paul Yeager thermometer is now sitting in the sun. So in the sun, it's 89 degrees for those that care.
But
it's
still
actually
showing
probably
about 81 on my phone. But out there on the diamond, it might be a little warmer.
Coach Fortune talking with her player down here. Coach Fortune, 355 wins and 114 losses. She has been a heck of a head coach for the Wayne Falcons. It's a good change of pace. You see a lot of these 1A schools have such long names, and then we get Wayne. Just good to see a Wayne thrown in there. 0-2 pitch. Cronin misses outside on the slider. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ingram struck out her first at-bat of the evening. She's got a runner on second and third, trying to bring them around and extend the lead here over the Hawks. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cronin sits down another. 2 left on, but a little damage has been done. 3-2. Wayne leads. We're headed to the 5th. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, presented by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career-building programs with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. It's so good, I've heard Dar might go back to college. Congrats, Dar. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see, you might mess around with it. Outside, it is 3-2. Wayne on top of Remsen.
I don't know. I'd get over there to Pello, though, and get that bologna sandwiches and Dutch letters. That sounds...
That's why I would go to Central? Come on. Maybe I made the wrong college decision. I just graduated this summer. Maybe I should rethink. 1 ball and 1 strike here, Dar. This has been an interesting game statistically. We saw an explosion in the first, but ever since then it's been slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah, and then you got the bottom of the order and then the top again here for Remsen St. Mary's if they want to battle back, tie it up, or take the lead.
This is Hannah Klein, actually. Hannah Klein is going to be the 9-hitter.
Oh, yeah, she...
Klein.
So a substitution there.
Yep. Klein watches that one go by. 3 balls and 1 strike. I'm so glad I caught that. I was ready to say this is Grace Gallus up to bat, but... This one's foul back. Makes the loudest noise I've heard all day. And the count runs full.
It's a tough thing to come off the bench, but if that's something you've been used to,
she started in 23 games.
Yeah.
So I mean,
she played, but
254 hitter, 11 RBIs, 1 home run, 3-2 pitch. Klein swings through and misses. Strike 3. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth strikeout of the night for Izzy Moore, and we're back to the top of the batting order. Claire Schrader singled in the first, popped out in the second.
And she hasn't walked anybody.
No, she hasn't.
No, she gave up the single and the double to lead off the game.
She walked Bunkers.
Or did she? Or did she walk Bunkers?
Maya Bunkers.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they'll have a quick chat here in the circle. And it's amazing how quickly the pressure has shifted to Remsen because it was 2-2. You're like, all right, we're doing all right. But now you're down by 1. You got to get something back rolling here. So 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th inning. As Claire Schrader, the center fielder, sets up, lays the bunt. She's got a lot of speed and not enough there, as that's a beautiful play by Izzy Moore to flip on to Whitney, the first baseman.
Come over with the glove and then backhand it. Gets it out of there, backhands it to the first baseman, as you'll see on the replay here. She got that, got the glove in there, scooped it, backhanded to the first baseman. Nice play.
Maya Bunkers doubled her first time up tonight. First pitch she sees is in there for a strike, and then she was walked in the 3rd. Izzy Moore starting to really put together, well, really besides the first inning, she has put together some great outings here. She hasn't given up a hit since the 2nd. 0-1 pitch, low for ball 1. I say that, she's about to probably give up a hit, but...
Man, I'm not hungry, but that barbecue keeps wafting over here, and it's making my stomach a little
yesterday,
rally.
Because that is right down the left field line, I did hear we almost had a grilled softball.
Did we?
Yeah, it's a softball landed on the grill, and luckily was taken off just in time, but I hope nobody's steak had a touch of softball in it.
Well, it's a lot of good pork over there on the grill, or did it get to the Hy-Vee grill?
One of the grills over there,
but
over there. That's just the addition. So many food trucks here at the state tournament. They have completely upgraded everything here to make this. Honestly, basketball is always great, but this is becoming one of the top places to come watch a state tournament on the girls' side. 1-2, low and away for ball 2.
Well, it's a different vibe because you're getting out in the summer, here, and basketball in the winter, you're inside and you're wanting.
But somehow, state soccer was hotter.
Yeah.
That one's driven to right center, and that's going to be caught. A little bit of a stumble, but a heck of a grab by O'Brien. And that is 3 up, 3 down. Wayne's defense doing what the offense is doing, and that's getting the job done. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. That is the, how do you say that, Dar? Big, is it the fruit truck out there? Oh, a Casey.
Where?
A C, I can't. The sign out there with the fruit truck out there in right field. That one's popped up down the right field line for a foul. I just saw they zoomed out on it. It actually says in parentheses, acai. So big acai.
Oh, okay.
What do we know about fruit trucks? I just saw that they were zoomed out on it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I saw that. That's a new food truck here. And then, ironically, I didn't know how to say acai, and they put it in parentheses.
I see what you're saying
yes,
there. It's right over the fence line.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm looking out there. I see signs on there. No, I don't see that. And then it's, okay.
1 ball, 1 strike here. This is Whitney. Which Whitney is this? This is Ava Whitney. Walked in the first, struck out in the third. This is a big moment here for Remsen. They got to slow down this Wayne offense because 3-2 already, in some ways, could feel insurmountable the way you look at it, as that one's in there for strike 2.
And you got the top of the order here again, the Whitney Fortune lined up here. As Bunkers looks to the dugout to see.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Ooh, what a change up and a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Nasty coming inside in the change.
That's, I got her for 6 strikeouts. So both pitchers pitching well here, strikeout-wise.
Yeah, they settled down.
Yeah, Ella Whitney walked in the first, lined out in the third. Up to bat here. Big spot for her, trying to extend. There's another changeup that just falls short of the plate. 3-2 lead for Wayne, the 4th seed over the 5th seeded Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. Let's see if I can go check on a score from our other game. Cronin misses high. Back and forth action here. A quick explosion to start, but other than that, it's been slowly chipped away. Martinsdale St. Mary's leads 1-0 in the top of the 7th over Fort Dodge St. Edmund. So the 8 seeds giving the 1 seed all they can handle. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Still 2 more games left in our evening slate. And if you like staying up late, you want to tune into those games because historically the late games go into extras. The longest game ever played here at the state tournament went 16 innings, and it happened at the 7:30 game.
Then there was one night where we had the storm, and we didn't get done with that game till like 2 in the morning.
Crazy.
That was crazy. That was on this diamond too.
3-1. Whitney to the right side and just out of the reach of the first baseman.
Because I came over and God, I can't think of the guy who was doing the game, and he said, "Man, I need to go to the restroom. Can you step in the inning?" So I called a half inning for him while he ran out. And this was early in the morning. And we thought people wouldn't be listening, but everybody kind of went around. Yeah. This game is going late, so everybody kind of got on the stream.
That was Grace Gallus over there at first base who couldn't quite hang on to it up against the fence line. 3-2 pitch by Cronin. Low for ball 4. That's her first walk since the second batter of the ball game, and Whitney has her second walk of the day.
We appreciate everybody that tunes in on the streams from all over. And
such great availability. You can watch it free here on the YouTube channel and then on the Girls Union Digital Network or Girls Union page. A lot of opportunities, some of the best access you'll get in the state of Iowa. 1 out, runner on first. Joe Fortune holds back.
Yeah, we started back with Mike Dick was the girls' union leader, and then Gene saw what, and it kept expanding it and just kept it going. And so I've had a lot of fun doing all these different sports.
Fortune back in the box, 1 ball and no strikes. Fortune thinks bunt. The runner takes off to second, safe. Nice job by Ella Whitney, just slid in time, and now you got a runner in scoring position with just 1 out.
Gallus made a good attempt to get that ball and try to swing back and get the tag, but not quite there.
Take a look at the replay, how close it was. Maybe, there it is. Bunkers got a couple. Ooh, just missed the tag. Cronin trying to settle back in here. 2-0. Outside 3-0. Well, she walked that first batter in a while. Trying not to go back-to-back here.
Fortune being really choosy, not chasing that outside pitch.
I'd be curious to watch her here. Does she even think about swinging? We'll know. Luckily, that's the good thing about being right behind the plate. We'll see here if she even wants to take it off her shoulders. 3-0. And she thought about it, but holds back, 3-1. Just 3 hits for Wayne, 3 hits for Remsen. This is a Remsen team that only gave up less than 1 run a game and scored 10 runs a game. You knew that wasn't going to stay the same here at the state tournament, but 3-2 lead for Wayne, and there is back-to-back walks for the second time tonight. And Fortune will take off to first. Well, runners on first and second, and it looks like we're going to have either a runner or a new hitter here. And I think it might be new hitter. We'll wait to see when she turns around. Survey says, nope, it's more. It's actually going to be a courtesy runner. So number 3 for
Carson
Anderson. Yep, Carson Anderson, who has 7 stolen bases on 7 stolen base attempts. It's an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. IMTINS.com. I did hear somebody say, hey, you read that too fast. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I was like, it rolls off the tongue so easily. IMT. Oh, here we go.
IMT at IMTINS.com. Learn how you can be worry-free.
Well,
I even, when Iowa PBS takes over and I'm watching their games and they go,
you read it.
I hear that coming in my head and I say, it's an IMT insurance substitution.
Yep. Great partners. Both them, Kruger Seeds, great partners with us for years in the Girls Union. Gotta love it. That's when you know you got a good ad, when it sticks with you.
Yeah.
Granted, we read it 14 times a day. But runners on first and second with 1 out here for Izzy Moore. Cronin misses outside. Got to settle back in here. She had a chat here with Coach Harpino in the circle there.
Yeah, they're looking for a big defensive play. You know, a liner, they catch and throw somebody out, or a double play. Double plays aren't easy, but a liner throw out or just get the lead runner.
Change-up misses low. 2 balls and no strikes.
But again, they've become a little more choosy.
Well, and it's
against Cronin here.
It's a quick shift. She struck out the first batter she saw this half inning.
Yeah.
And now she's walked 2 straight. So now also finding a hard time to hit the zone.
And with these 2-3s hitters, she's known that you got to be careful. You can't leave it over the plate.
2-0.
That was right there.
That was over the plate. Just wasn't swung at. Moore holds back. Izzy is a dangerous hitter. That is for sure. 11 home runs out of the 19 hit by Wayne this year have come from number 19. 2-1 pitch out and away, and it is 3-1 for Cronin. She is 1 pitch away possibly from loading the bases with just 1 out.
a pitcher that hits home runs. You don't see that too often unless
his name is
Angel.
Shohei
Yeah.
Ohtani.
Yeah,
then
Ohtani.
But it's like I said, sometimes
in high school you do, though.
Pitchers
Yeah.
are the best hitters sometimes. Moore swings through on the changeup and misses 3-2.
And there are sometimes your best athletes in high school.
Yeah.
In baseball, too, a lot of
Yeah.
times, high school baseball, where, and then they specialize more as they get up to the ranks there. But
full count.
Key pitch here.
Yeah, this is a huge pitch. Either get that second out or you load the bases with one. Cronin, 3-2 pitch. Outside, gets away from the catcher. They'll try to corral it here. They'll hold the runner. And 3 straight walks have the bases loaded for Clara O'Brien, who, oh, by the way, hit a single up the middle last time back up.
Jeremiah Bunkers, just a little encouragement, slaps Cronin on the back, says, come on. Okay, they're loaded, but we can still get out of this. Here's where you have to play perfect defense when that ball's hit to you.
This is the part where if you're in the infield, you have to think of so many scenarios.
Yeah.
You have to think ahead. You can't just wait until the moment for it to happen. You got to think ahead.
Best case is you get the lead runner at the plate.
O'Brien gives it a ride to right field and foul. O'Brien has a strikeout and a single up the middle. And that's all we've seen from her today. I was going to look. I was looking. There have actually not been as many Grand Slams here at the state. Yeah, all-time Grand Slams. This list is less than 15 people that have hit Grand Slams at the state tournament. So could Clara O'Brien add her name to the list here? She has 2 home runs this season, but that one's going to be hit to right field, and it drops foul as the right fielder tried to come in. Just not enough on it there.
And then on that kind of play, you got to be heads up, too, because if she catches that and her momentum's going, you got to be able to pull up and throw because they're likely
that runner's going home.
Tag that runner and send them, yeah.
And remember, here in softball, obviously probably everyone knows, but you have to stay on the bag until the ball is caught.
Yeah.
That's anything, but even on stolen bases or anything. 0-2. Grounded short, caught, throw home, just not in time. Everyone's safe.
Yeah. That was a case, too, where that was tough because then you want to get the lead, but she was far enough ahead on that.
And you got to remember, you have to tag. You can't, you got to be able to tag. As Coach Harpino not happy with the call. He came out and pointed at the corner of the plate. Interesting. Well, bases are loaded. This whole infield is playing in. Look at that. Everybody is in, checking their sheet on their arm just to see what will happen here. Devin Davis, who has struck out twice tonight, the only senior on the team with a chance here to really blow this thing open. She swings and misses for strike 1. Still just 1 out. Our screen monitor looks like it's either dead or gone out here, so if there's a replay, we won't be able to talk about it, but you'll still see it on your screen. No balls, 1 strike and 1 out. Davis low for ball 1. Which I wonder, Dar, was even if the throw was perfect, the ball was bobbled, but I don't even know if she was able to get the runner back at home anyway.
No, and that might have been where you try to turn and step and just
might as well
out.
just getting out. Yeah, because now your base is loaded full. 1-1 outside.
Yeah, because at least there you got 2 outs, and then, you got 1 run in, but maybe you can staunch the rest of it. But
Izzy Moore is up on second base, and I think she's tipping pitches because it's not illegal by any means, but she's kind of making movements with her arms. Yeah, you can see her doing it right here. That one's inside. Sometimes you see runners wave their hands up in the air and say, here's what kind of pitch you're getting, but she can see the catcher, so she knows what's happening. It's just a matter of if Devin Davis, who's now in a good spot at 3-1, how she wants to take it. I could be reading it wrong. She's just lining up to run. But you never know.
You can tell, Alice. She set up outside here.
3-1. Davis gives a ride. Deep center field. That is a grand slam.
Oh, man.
Devin Davis, the senior, blows this thing open in the 5th inning. Are you kidding me? 8-2. Wayne on top of Remsen. Oh my goodness. We were talking about it. When has it happened? Well, it doesn't happen a lot, as a grand slam happens for Devin Davis. 8-2. Wayne on top of Remsen. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. She becomes the 16th person at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament ever to hit a grand slam. Congratulations to Devin Davis. Oh my goodness. Dar Danielson coming back. He was checking on something. This one's popped up. Dar just saw 16th ever grand slam hit here at the state tournament.
Well,
unbelievable.
Our monitor's not working, so I don't know if he's running a replay or not on that.
Yes, there was a replay.
Okay.
There was a replay. So
there it's back.
how about that? The only senior on the roster, and it comes up, or she comes up huge for the hit and makes it 8-2.
And you don't want to say that seals it, but man, that makes the big hill to climb back. Yeah.
Wow.
You feel bad for Cronin because she was playing so well, pitching so well, but
1 ball, 1 strike for Cronin. That one's grounded short. Cronin grabs it on the hop and throws in time for out number 2. That was Bristol Peck up to bat there. Now I got to look because I saw it. When was the last time it happened? 2021. Jesse Meyer of Pleasant Valley. Last time it happened in 1A, you got to go all the way back to East Marshall back in 2012, Callie Roseland.
So it was 2021, Pleasant Valley.
Yep.
So that would have been 5A.
Yeah. Pop short, caught by the third baseman in time for out number 3. Well, how about Devin Davis, the senior, the only senior on the team for Wayne, goes yard on the grand slam, the 16th ever here at the state tournament. 8-2. We'll be back. You're watching Iowa Girls State Softball.
Slade's the place for you!
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. 8-2. Wayne leads over top of Remsen St. Mary's. A Devin Davis grand slam, the 16th ever here at the state tournament. Gives the Wayne Falcons the lead by 6. And now, Dar, Remsen has quite a bit of work to do for a team that hasn't had many hits since the first.
No, we know in the other games they put up big numbers. Well, now's the time if you can dig down and find that and get people swinging and getting on and in. You don't have many. You got, what, 6 outs left.
Yeah, J.C. Holman is up to bat here. She had a line out and a pop out tonight. She's going to foul this one back. Martinsdale St. Mary's defeats Fort Dodge St. Edmund 1-0. So move the, I couldn't tell you who Martinsdale St. Mary's mascot is off the top of my head, but maybe Blue Raiders, I'm not sure, but 2-1, chopped short, caught by the third baseman, Whitney. Tries to throw across the diamond to the other Whitney, but misses off an error, and it is safe. So Holman reaches on an error. You never know. Could be the beginning of something.
The Blue Devils.
Blue Devils. I knew it was like something.
Yeah.
I knew it was two. I was
Two
like,
of them,
it's something. Blue something.
Golden Eagles, Blue Devils.
Now, one advantage of those games finishing early is that since this game's still going, you can come over and get live footage or live game film right here. You don't have to go back to your hotel tonight or tomorrow morning or whatever and watch. You can see what you need to see from a team that you're going to have to play tomorrow. 1-0, low in the dirt, ball 2. Still time. You got 3 or 6 more outs if you're Remsen. But you got to be quick here and diligent.
And you got a runner lead off with no outs.
2-0 upstairs for Moore, make it 3-0, and now she's behind in the count.
Because it's funny in softball how just rallies can start with little things, you know.
Yeah. In there for strike 1. Glad I had sunglasses in my bag. I remembered. Sun is starting to sneak in here on our broadcaster, or media row, I should say.
Yeah, as that sun switches to our left around the set, and there's 2 on now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to go away, that's for sure. Maria Cronin, the pitcher, she struck out twice tonight. Coach Fortune's going to come out and have a chat with Moore here in the circle. Harpino is going to bring his batters and runners over.
I was talking with Paul Yeager today. I think this park is beautiful, but it's even more beautiful at night when you have the lights on those trees in the back.
I don't get to call night games, I feel like, ever, but maybe it's not a bad thing. But
well,
I've always said
your age, you got to be home and in bed, you know.
But I've always said I wish championship games were played at night. I think I just feel like it's that setting.
Yeah,
it's such a cool setting,
and you get the lights off the trees and the diamonds here, and it's nice to see. As long as we don't get those late afternoon thunderstorms, and we don't have any of them on the radar right now or anything. That's the nice thing about it being cooler. You don't generate the heat that leads to that. So
it's going to be a little warmer tomorrow. Chance of storms tomorrow, isolated if anything, and if anything, it might affect the night games, which of course nobody wants to hear. But the day looks good. So if you're a fan wanting to come out, still plenty of spots to come out and check out some softball. Everybody, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in the bleachers. There's room all over the fields to watch.
Yeah, to watch. It's something that you can watch on TV and you can watch on our stream, but the experience of coming out and being here now and then is fun too.
Absolutely. 1-0. That one's sent out to right field. Right fielder roams back and makes the grab. A leaping grab by the right fielder. Oh. Devin Davis saw what can't she do? What an inning.
Yeah, but imagine if that got over her glove.
Oh.
You get at least 1 run score, but still 1 out.
Octavia Gallus in the box. She's lined out and popped out, 0 for 2 on the day. Runners on first and second here with 1 out. Upstairs and away.
Best case scenario, you get a 1 or 2 runs in and chip at the lead a little bit. You get a shutdown inning and come back in the 7th and try to top the 7th.
Yep.
But whatever you can get here is key.
1-0. Ooh, upstairs. On the rise ball, make it 2-0. Moore tonight's only given up 3 hits. Remsen has reached on 2 errors. But an actual hit hasn't been given up by Moore since the 2nd.
Yeah, 2 of those hits came the first 2 batters.
Yeah.
You know, the single and the double. And since then, it's been a 1-hitter.
Yeah, they've adjusted pretty well, that's for sure. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. For Gallus, the third baseman. Rise ball misses 3-1. And starting to see a little deja vu, a chance to possibly load the bases here. And you get Hallie Bunkers in the box here. Or on deck, I should say. By the way, for Devin Davis, that was her first home run of the year. Because of course it was.
Yeah. A grand slam on the state tournament.
Yeah, just show up when it counts.
Well,
called a game earlier today. A freshman hit her first career home run. Very cool. And the cool thing is, every home run hit here is taken right back to the parents, so that you get to keep the softball. So that softball, maybe the state will want that one because, they're so rare, grand slams are, but drops in, strike 3. And the opportunity slipping through just a little bit.
Yeah, you say, well, what's she doing? That was a low pitch, and I know with 2 strikes, but.
Allie bunkers. 1-2. Or, excuse me, runners on 1 and 2 base. That one's fouled back by bunkers.
We had 3 home runs in our earlier game in the afternoon, and then yesterday we had the first one hit the center field stands over there.
Yeah,
the first ever one. That one hit up 4 rows and bounced.
So that would probably be the longest one we've seen because, again, I'd love to see the count. I don't know if they do keep track. I doubt they do.
I don't think they do. There was the one that was hit over here to right.
Yep.
That was out almost beyond the big acacia.
And usually, usually the fences being the way they are.
Deep. That's deep, but it's going to be caught.
Not enough on it. Pop out. 2 left on. Bottom 6. Wayne's got one more chance to extend the lead. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you. Devin and Rachel on our production and camera side tonight. An 8-2 lead for Wayne. The Falcons, the 4-seeded Falcons, trying to hand Remsen St. Mary's their second loss of the season. They've been looking good so far. And now in the bottom of the 6th, Chloe Sims, the second baseman. She'll step into the box for the first time tonight and bat. Devin Davis, home run. First home run of the season, 16th grand slam the state tournament has ever seen. Hit last half inning, and that's been the main difference in this one.
Yeah, it was a one. No, it wasn't 1 run.
It was 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 at the time.
They'd gotten 2, but you're still within striking distance, and then boom.
Coach
Harpin makes it very tough.
Harpin is going to come over, and I think there's a change in the outfield. Maybe. Good luck finding it because they don't have numbers on the front, but we'll see what the umpire says here, if he says anything to the...
Josie Schwickerath coming in.
Is she pitching?
No.
Yes.
Is she?
Yep, so a new pitcher. So a new pitcher, Josie Schwickerath, the freshman making her 12th appearance on the season. She's 4-0, giving up 15 hits, 26 strikeouts, a 1.04 ERA. And the first pitch by Schwickerath is in there for strike 1. Well, we talked about it, this Remsen team. They are very young. They only have 1 senior on the roster, Grayson Schrader. Other than that, everyone else returns. And Wayne, the same thing, as that one's chopped short to the second baseman. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. Basically, what I'm trying to say, Dar, is we're going to see these two teams again. These two teams met in the state tournament in 2021. Wayne got the victory 7-2. But 2 very young teams.
Yeah, and for Remsen, they're still looking to push back that first game, and
haven't
fallen
been
the
able
last
to,
2 trips they've fallen in the first round.
They'll
but
get it here eventually. Still have time. I mean, you never know. We saw. Were you calling the game Lisbon and I-35? That game was That was a wild game. Lisbon rallied all the way back, but I-35 was able to pull away. The Roadrunners, 1-0.
You know, and we take it for granted. Well, they've got here 3 straight. That's not an easy thing either.
Not
you
at
know,
all.
we sometimes, because some of these teams do it, you think, well, you know, if you can say, yeah, I played 3 years on a state tournament softball team, that means something.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. This is Anna Whitney. She's walked once and struck out twice.
You know, because remember, for the longest time, Fort Dodge, they, you know, hadn't won a title here.
It took forever.
And then finally they broke through and won one.
They've been in now 2 straight title games, looking to make it a 3rd. That one's ripped. Deep center field. Grab by the center fielder. Nice play roaming out by Claire Schrader.
That looked for a minute like that was on a line to get over the fence, but she covered a lot of ground to her right.
I swear, all the home runs that I've seen today, they're right down the middle. I've rarely seen one to the left or right.
See that go back? Yeah.
2 outs. First pitch is in there for a strike. We're laughing because on our screen is glitched, so it looks like we're seeing triple vision.
Yeah.
So yes, you saw the replay, but we saw 3 versions of the replay on that view. So
it's like we'll get that. They're saying, how many fingers am I holding up, Doc?
We'll get that fixed for Ben in his next game here. That one's chopped short. Gets past the left fielder, or the third baseman, and down for a single is Ella Whitney. Have to check. What is the next game? It is 7:30. That would be Southeast Warren taking on Clarksville. Ben Gislason will be on the call. I think he's solo on that one, unless you want to stick around.
Clarksville, one of those teams that's come on as a perennial 1A
a perennial
here.
6 seed. 1 loss. Their schedule has definitely not been as hard as it's been in a couple of years, but I think they are going to be a sneaky team. Play at second base in time, and the throw by Bunkers is in time. And is that the little bit of momentum that Remsen needs? They'll get one more chance as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Top of the 7th inning. Remsen St. Mary's is down to their last 3 outs. Wayne Falcons, 3 outs away from a quarter or a semifinal appearance. What a game it has been for Wayne. The grand slam to blow this thing open, 8-2. And really, besides that first inning, it has been a shutout. Remsen has not had a hit since the second. That is just, they've reached on a couple errors, but hit-wise, Izzy Moore has just pitched incredibly well since that second. Gave up the 2 runs in the first. You and I thought, well, we're in for a really high-scoring game. But you got to think, for Wayne, this is a Remsen team that scores 10 runs a game, and you're holding them to 2.
To 2, yeah.
Grayson Schrader, the senior, up to bat here. 1-0 pitch upstairs for 2-0. Moore did walk 1 in that last half inning. The Hawks got 2 on base but couldn't do anything with it. Schrader holds back in. 2 balls and no strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. Last chance is here for Remsen. Moore catches the top of the zone. 4-strike 1. Yeah, so coming up next will be a little delayed, but not by much. Southeast Warren, the 3 seed, taking on Clarksville, the 6 seed. Olivia Rubel in that Southeast Warren squad. That one's sent on a line to left field and down for out number 1.
Clarksville won it in 2020.
I think got to the title game last year, maybe.
Yeah, they got to the title game a couple of years and then won it. They I have to look that up. They had a team where they had trouble.
Also, by the way, Schwickerath, Josie Schwickerath is going to come in and hit here for Grace Gallus. I don't know why I can't remember who won last year. I'm thinking Ogden, but Ogden won.
Akron Westfield.
Akron Westfield?
No,
that's
not right. No, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. Last year was Twin Cedars.
Oh, yeah. 6-seeded Twin Cedars, the upset run, yep. And Southeast Warren beat Twin Cedars to get here.
And then before that, it was Newell Fonda.
One pitch upstairs.
Clarksville. And then Clarksville been in the title game a couple times.
Yeah, they had that dominant run where they just were here every year.
Won it in 2020.
2-0, low and away.
Been a little thorn on my side, and they've knocked out my alma mater, Janesville, several times. They play in the same conference over there, and
that'll get you.
But they've been really good. Built a great program over there.
Moore not in a good spot here. 3-0 is the count up against Schwickerath. In there for strike 1. Wayne has played well. 5 hits, 2 errors. You want to clean that up. One thing about 1A, you don't get that day break like 3A, some of 3A, all of 4A, and 5A got. So you jump right in. You're back in action tomorrow. Let me confirm. Yes, tomorrow, 7:30 on this field. That one's upstairs and down, and that will be on for an error. Actually, 7 o'clock, they'll play Martinsdale St. Mary's over on the other field. North Lynn Sigourney, which just took off at 7. That will be the winner of Southeast Warren and Clarksville. So Schwickerath reaches on a error, and with 1 out, a runner will be on first.
3rd error for Wayne, but they
haven't been like wild errors.
No, and it hasn't been something where it's bit them too bad.
No. Swing and a miss for
Here, this
Schrader.
one, it might just extend the inevitable a little bit, unless Remsen turns it into a big run.
This is Claire Schroeder. She's 1 for 3 on the night. 0-1. Upstairs, strike 2 for Moore. Moore has gone the whole way. She's pitched really well tonight. No balls and 2 strikes. Schrader goes out and gets it and misses for strike 3. And Remsen is down to their last out. Maya Bunkers doubled, walked, and popped out tonight. She is the last gasp for the Hawks.
Scored 1 of their 2 runs.
Yep. 3 hits tonight for Remsen. Wayne has not given up a hit. A true hit, since the 2nd inning. 1-0, foul back. A Remsen team, just 1 senior. I can tell you right now, they will probably be back next year for sure. 1-1, reaching out and foul tipped, and they're down to their last strike. Izzy Moore smiling in the circle. They know what could be happening here. Looks like they're going to inspect the softball here. Got to make sure it's correct. Looks good.
Cronin, a junior, and Schwickerath, who came in as just a freshman. They're pitchers. They're 2 pitchers.
And she's 4-0 on the year. She hasn't lost. One ball, 2 strikes. They're looking outside. Wayne on the pitch and another error. Runners will be on first and second. Can't get too excited here. You got to finish the ball game.
And a similar type of one, it just got through the glove and hit off the ankle. And so we had one at second, one at short.
Yep. All right. Well, they're going to have a chat. They're going to be like, guys.
Okay. Hey, it's a 6-run lead, but let's finish this here. We got 2 outs.
No need to panic. Runners will be on first and second with 2 outs here.
We've got to force it.
For JC
First,
Holman.
second, or third. Bear down. Let's not start celebrating until the last out is in the book.
Yep. JC Holman with a runner on first and second. She is 0 for 2 on the night and reached on an error. Moore misses upstairs. There must be a lot of people coming in for this next game. There's a lot of people sitting over there in the outfield ready to work their way in for the next one. 1-0 pitch. Hit on a line. Deep right field. That is going to be caught. And that is the ball game. Why not? Devin Davis and the Wayne Falcons are on to the Class 1A semifinals. An 8-2 victory over Remsen St. Mary's. Dar, the 16th Grand Slam ever hit in the state tournament. That was the difference.
To say it broke it wide open is an understatement, but it was, just kind of waiting, and boom, and that did it, and just too much for Remsen St. Mary's to come back on. But, man, they were in there battling, and you never knew if they might explode and come back.
Yeah, it was a heck of a game. Devin Davis, if we had a player of the game, she'd be it. 16th ever Grand Slam hit at the state tournament level here in Fort Dodge. That is a heck of a feat. She puts her name in the history books. She'll be a part of the program for the rest of time here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Congratulations to her. Let's send it up to our PA announcer for your moving on.
On Wednesday at 1:30 on Veterans Field. Wayne fans, your team advances to the Class 1A semifinal where they will face Martinsdale St. Mary's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Kruger Siege Field. And now, Devin Davis, please advance your team on the bracket. Fans, we do ask that you please visit with your team off the field of play as we prepare for our next game.
It is a final from Fort Dodge, 8-2. Wayne takes down Remsen St. Mary's. They are on to the Class 1A semifinals. Wayne moves to 22-8 on the season. Remsen falls to 25-2. They'll go to the consolation bracket tomorrow. Wayne will take on Martinsdale St. Mary's tomorrow at 7 o'clock. For Rachel and Devin on our production side, he's Dar Danielson. I'm Blake Walker. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be back in a little bit for your other Class 1A quarterfinal between Clarksville and Southeast Warren. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.